Hello everybody, again everybody. I got some bad news about Century 3 Mall. One of their anchor stores is going to leave for good. And that is Macy's. Macy's is planning on closing in the next 12 to 15 weeks for good at Century 3 Mall. So what does this mean for Century 3 Mall? I have no clue. It just means that I could foresee Century 3 Mall is probably going to be no more. The next one to probably leave would be Penny's, probably. Or they'll just close down the whole mall and leave Penny's and maybe Dick's Sporting Goods open there. Still. It's not looking good for Century 3 Mall, though. It is not looking so good for Century 3 Mall. And I am telling you for sure, it is not looking good at all for Century 3. Not at all. And they're planning on closing down 40 stores. Underperforming stores, that is. One of them included is the one at Suburban Square. Now, if you didn't know about Suburban Square, though, the Suburban Square Shopping Center, it is perhaps cited as the oldest shopping center in the United States. It opened up back in 1930. As, I guess you could call it a lifestyle center or something like that. Kind of ironic that we're kind of going back to that again. But anyway, Suburban Square opened up back in 1929-1930 as the first suburban shopping center, or shopping center period, in the nation. And it was right here in the state of Pennsylvania. That store is huge, though. The Macy store there is huge from what I heard. And it's sad, though, that they're going to just shut it down, though. Another one that's planning on closing is the one at Chapel Hill Mall. Sounds like Chapel Hill Mall is going down the same path that its largest mall did, Rowan Acres did. Who knows, Century 3 Mall might be heading down the same path as Rowan Acres also. Unless if they're going to tear it down and rebuild it as a strip mall, I could only see hope for that, though. Or a lifestyle or something like that, though. I hate to say this, though, but unless if somebody can pull in there and save the mall, which I don't know if it's going to happen likely soon. I mean, we saw what happened to Greengate Mall and a bunch of other malls as well, and the Washington Mall. Most likely the scenario is it's game over for Century 3. I mean, Moonbeam Capital tried their best to try to, support them all, though, but they just had so much limited budgeting. After all, they did have a gambling problem with one part, though, as well. Another one of the 40 stores that was meant to close just closed recently, and that was Macy's in downtown Pittsburgh. However, about the Macy's in downtown Pittsburgh, I've been hearing rumors, or been seeing stuff, or from some sources and stuff, or hearing from some sources that they might actually open up a Bloomingdale's store in there, though. It's not going to occupy the whole building. It's probably going to occupy the first 2 or 3 floors of it. Probably 3. So yeah, I don't know what's going to happen, though, but it did say something about 2 to 3 floors of retail, though. As the rest of the place is going to. I don't know how it's going to handle, with an apartment building and a hotel in the same building as well. So it'll pretty much be a mixed-use development, I guess you could say, though. But as for Century 3 Mall, I say, everybody, if you want to see Century 3 Mall for one last time, I say go soon. Because I could foresee it just closing. My redevelopment updates, though, it's just probably not going to happen. Heck, they might not even open up the mall, or redo the mall, or redevelop the mall. It might end up completely going abandoned like Rowan Acres did. Which is really sad, though, because it was the largest mall in Pittsburgh when it first opened. Although Monroeville seems to be now the largest, unless you want to count Pittsburgh Mills, though, but still. It just upsets me so much. I have never ever been to Century 3 Mall, though, and I hope to go there soon as possible, though. I'm either going to go down with Debbie Ruth or Patrick Nez. Maybe both. Trying to get videos of the elevators into place, though, as soon as possible, though, and maybe even videos of the whole mall. Until then, I could say RIP Macy's Century Free 1979 to 2016. That's it.